Howdy everybody, and welcome to Random Rhapsody's Æther-Shanties. I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master for the SAGAS campaign, and joining me around my virtual table tonight are Alyssa, Joe, KOINES, Nico. Say hi everybody.
Hi.
Hola.
Hi.
Everybody.
Nobody unfortunately will not be with us this week, but we wish them all the best. Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting first with a word of... Let me say that one more time. Now, before we begin, we do have some announcements to get through, starting first with a word from our sponsor for this campaign, SAGAS. SAGAS stands for Setting and Genre Agnostic System and was created by TTRPG. It's a universally rules-light TTRPG that is designed to help you easily tell your story in any world imaginable. You can choose from over 100 unique features to build your character, or also use guidelines for quickly making your own unique abilities. SAGAS promotes helping allies over helping yourself, and encourages teamwork to succeed in challenges. In any setting you come up with, SAGAS provides a smooth integration of rules to create a unique framework to help play out your adventures. SAGAS uses a check-based roll-under-resolution system, which is unique to most TTRPGs, meaning you want to roll the lowest number possible. Now, there's a free 35-page SAGAS playtest available on DriveThruRPG. And the Kickstarter for SAGAS has been funded, so it should be out soon. You can find the link in the chat and show description. Now this week we are back with another episode of Sonnet of Blood, our Curse of Strahd campaign. We have some new people coming in. We've got some exciting new things going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. And our heroes just faced off against Strahd for a second time, so should be interesting. Now you can keep up to date on our schedule and everything we're doing here on the network by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody, on Blue Sky as Random Rhapsody, and on TikTok as Random Rhapsody_TV. And that's going to be it for announcements. So join us as we return to the world of Loroupa and join the crew of the Wayfinder and their Æther-Shanties. And we're back. So you should know by now how we do our recaps. We offer up the Random Rhapsody coin, which is good for one free reroll during this game. If I get the coin by doing the recap, I get to use it in a lot of messed up ways, which is a lot of fun for me, but not a lot of fun for our players. So chances are one of them wants to do the recap instead. So let's open it up. Who wants to do the recap this week?
That would be me.
Okay.
Happy to do it.
Dr. Bloom, tell us what happened last time on Æther-Shanties.
So the crew of the Wayfinder, we are trying to find this tavern, the Rock Rat. We ended up asking a vendor. Thank you, Zolos, for that. Tried some really questionable fruits, but we still were given directions, even though we were told to avoid it. We arrive, we leave our weapons up front, we grab some wine and settle into the space while we scope out the tavern and wait for Crowburn. So that way we can let him know that we've delivered the goods, whatever goods they may be. A ruffian from a pirate crew decided to come up to our table and harass our dear sweet Skarn, who just really, really did not want to spill that wine and did everything in their power to not. We eventually subdue the ruffian, who is dragged off by his own captain. We were approached by the Pragmatic Order of Thought to help them pursue their mission of fighting pirates, since we just fought a pirate. And so that offer's on the table, but we were then brought in by Elizabeth, who was a really lovely server in the tavern, who brings us to Crowburn, who offers us potential work to Cilia. That's all I got. Hopefully that's right.
Absolutely. Well done, Dr. Bloom. There you go. There's the Random Rhapsody coin. Don't forget to use it. It's only going to last the session. Well, Wayfinder crew. You have, as Dr. Bloom said, just met with Mr. Crowburn, the ooze-like proprietor of many businesses here on the Rock of Rahl, including the Rock Rat, which is where you all are. They have promised that your cargo will be empty from your property within the hour, and he has also told you that, as Dr. Bloom said, he's looking for someone to travel to Cilia and retrieve those much-needed supplies for the rock. You've already learned that the aether currents around Wildspace are full of pirates, both the living and the undead variety, it seems. So lately it's very difficult to get shipments in. Speaking of pirates, the Pragmatic Order of Thought apparently also offers bounties on that stuff, and they seem to be people dedicated to free trade, which is a little weird for idealistic monks, but hey, whatever. And they have offered not only to pay bounties for the eradication, but also to help better equip their bounty hunters for the task. To sweeten the deal, the Potts also suggested that their order has a special insight into the aether currents, not known by most spacefaring species, which allows their order's bounty hunters to have an advantage while hunting. Given that your group is currently lost in space, knowing how to find lost or hidden currents might be advantageous to your group. You've also been given the name of a local scholar and linguist, a man by the name of Aravast, who might be able to help translate the language of your ship. So you've got a lot to consider, including your dwindling funds and all. So, with that in mind, you are all currently sitting around a table in the Rock Rat. The barmaid did escort you out once your meeting with Mr. Crowburn was complete. They filled one more round for you all and told you that if you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask. So with that in mind, Wayfinder crew, what do you all want to do?
You go with the poot guys. Where are all those space secrets, you know? I love me some space secrets.
Well, if we want to go the completionist route, we should really go both factions until we can figure out which one we want to stick with in the end, right? I mean,
Definitely.
Yeah, that's right. Play both sides. I love it.
well, it
I
does
don't think
seem.
they'll be put off if they find out that we've played both
I mean,
sides.
it does seem kind of helping one is really helping both. You know, they want the pirates. We're gonna have to deal with them eventually. We don't have to hunt them down. What if we see?
Yeah,
them?
I mean, we might as well
Kill
take the
'em.
contract on the pirates
You know?
because if we just run into them in space, where we're gonna take them down anyway, and then we'll get the bounty too. We won't just take them down just to defend ourselves, you know.
And I don't think that they're gonna, you know. I don't think, you know, if we help, you know, we're still doing shipments and we can work for anybody. I don't think we have to exclusively do stuff for these space monks that want to get rid of.
We're free agents.
And then I guess we still have to help the hippos. Forgot about them. Potentially, we are a privateer of them, essentially. I'd say we can at least find
Yeah,
a linguist
they hooked
first.
us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go talk to
Yeah,
linguist,
the
so we
linguist
can
would be
learn
good
this language.
if we can find out more about the origins of this ship and the people that made it, then we can figure out whether or not we maybe try to go to them for help or something. Maybe not, because like we have their ship, we don't know, they might just like kill us. But
Never know till you try, right? It's worth a shot.
yeah,
Well, because we don't know if they were the brain people, the ones that went into our people's heads and took over their brains. We don't know if those things owned the ship, so they might just be like, "Oh shit, we've been looking for this. You know, here's a lot of money,
Yeah.
and you can keep the ship because you're awesome." Isn't that how it goes? You know, in all these.
I
Isn't
mean,
that the
instead
narrative?
of money, how about magic items?
Well, that too. You know what? Why not both? But yeah, I'd say let's hunt out this linguist first. If that's my vote.
Seems reasonable.
I'm down.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. So, sounds like you're going to go look for the linguist. Now, what's his name? That Mr. Crowborn, they did tell you the name of the linguist, Aravast, and that they lived in a location not far. They did give you an address as well. It appears to be a hotel called the Rookfield. So you have a name and you have a location.
All
His
right.
name's Aravast.
Yeah, Arravast.
What are we gonna say to this guy? Is this guy just like open for business? He's the translator, or like?
Didn't they give us like an some kind of? Well, we
They-
could tell them this guy sent us.
Yeah, Mr. Crowborn just gave you a piece of paper with a name and address of a linguist they know and have worked with.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what's the plan?
Start making our way. I guess they gave us an address. Did they also kind of point us in the right direction? You said, or
They gave you a name and address, but
okay.
you could ask the barmaid, and I'm sure they would be able to point you. It's in the right direction. It's a little ways down into the actual heart of the city here itself on Vral. And you have to make your way. It'd probably take you about roughly 30 minutes. So, you all finish up your drinks and make your way out of the Rock Rat, and out into the city itself. As I've stated before, there's no real way to tell what time of day it is here on the rock. You're in space. It's dark all around you. You have this bubble of oxygen that's around the rock itself, and, which is maintained by its own gravity, from what you've all understood from just the mechanics of space that you've learned since beginning to travel. But the entire city is just lit up with bright neon lights. Well, I say bright neon lights, but then again, think more Blade Runner kind of stuff, like harsh neon, mellow neon, a lot of dingy and dark and dreary alleyways to go down, and unsavory types of all sorts just making their way to and fro. You, of course, want to stop at the entrance to the Rock Rat to pick up your weapons and equipment from the bouncer that was there. He takes the ticket that he gave you and kind of grins at you all and kind of eyes up Skarn up and down, given the fact that Skarn and you all had been in a fight in their establishment. But he says nothing more than, "Keep your nose clean next time," as he deposits your weapons on the counter.
We didn't even start. We didn't even want to be a part of that.
Dreezy reaches up and quickly grabs his things.
Oh, absolutely. They are all there.
I'm back to my shit back.
The ogre leers down at you, Lark, gives you just that big stare. Don't you have your meek trait?
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to go ahead and roll that for me, please.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, Zolos has got his sword up, looking at his nose, checking to see if it's dirty or not. He's like, "You say keep our noses clean." He's like, "My nose is perfectly clean, sir."
Okay. Me.
That vanity coming in.
So I need to use a D12. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like, I feel like a 5 is fair for this roll.
What exactly am I rolling for?
He is attempting to intimidate you.
Yeah, I think I tinkle a little.
Yeah, I'd say you probably do, as this ogre just growls, that low, in-your-chest growl. And, you just can't help it. You just scurry back behind Skarn.
Behind Skarn, and then I tuck underneath
Yeah.
one of the doc's wings. I'm just like, you can't see me! You can't see me, I can't see you, I can't...
They're there.
A little bit lower, Doc. I'm a wee lass.
You eventually make your way out of...
Oh, but I gain effort for failing, right?
You do gain effort for failing.
Yay.
Definitely add that.
I have 1 effort.
You make your way out into the city streets, following the directions that you were given by the barmaid there at the Rock Rat. After about 10 minutes or so of walking, I would like each of you to make me a perception check. The DC for this is going to be a 4. If you have anything that aids you in perception or seeing things that are hidden, please say so now.
Investigation?
What does investigation read as?
Checks you make to extract information from your surroundings. may use a D8.
Yeah, I'm going to say no on this. This is more of a passive thing than anything else.
Okay.
What's our difficulty on this one?
4.
4.
10 and 4.
Nope. It's 7. Yeah.
Boom.
Hot damn, it's shortest to the ground.
Ooh.
Saw everything.
Nice.
Well, someone just scared the pee out of me, so I am in
The dice tell the
hypervigilance mode.
story.
Yeah.
I am hypervigilant right now.
Fair.
Afeared.
Weird.
I'm also on the lookout. I just finished like clipping my belt together, and then I look up and just like look around.
And so this is what the two of you see. For whatever reasons, the two of you are both hyper vigilant and keep glancing back as you're making your way through the city. Maybe it's just a sense of unease about the fact that you're in a completely new location, or the fact that everything about you has the possibility of being absolutely terrorizing. But whatever it is, both of you notice that there's someone following your group. They're maintaining a good distance. The only reason you've noticed is that over the last 15 or so minutes that you've been walking, you every so often glance back and notice that that same person is still there, maintaining that same distance speed, no matter if there's people around or not. Their heads are down. They seem to be just nonchalantly walking, more looking at the buildings than anything else, keeping their faces away from you. But after making a couple turns down a narrow alleyway and then hurrying a little bit to make your way down another street before turning again, you get yourselves on a main thoroughfare again and start walking in the direction of the hotel. But once again, you spot there in the background that person, that same hood, peeking their head up behind some boxes or whatnot, a trash can along the corner. And they're
I'm gonna
good.
mention it.
Like this is not, they're good. This is not somebody who's just casually walking. They're trying very hard to remain inconspicuous or unseen. It's only it's only the fact that you're being this hyper vigilant that you spotted them.
Okay. Well, then I'm definitely going to say something to the group. I think I'm gonna make eye contact. I'm gonna make eye contact with Dreezy because it's the easiest. We're both short. I'm gonna cock my eyebrow and kind of tilt my head towards them.
And Dreezy will just nod.
Yeah.
Like I see him.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over to Zolos, I think, and I'm just gonna kind of pretend like I'm still. Well, I am still scared. I don't have to pretend. I am fucking terrified, and I'm just gonna kind of grab hold of the outside of their sleeve.
What's up, little one?
And I'm gonna do the same eye cocking and head tilt in the direction of the person who's following us.
I guess if he catches their drift, because they probably don't do this very often. I guess they. I don't know. Do they come up? Do they seek out Zolos for comfort often?
No.
I don't know. So yeah, he
No.
would definitely be he goes, wait, what do you come to me for?
Yeah.
So I think that would put his guard up because he's wait, you don't rely on me.
That's why I chose you. First instinct is go to Doc, and I'm nope.
Yeah, it's
Nobody's gonna think anything's wrong.
I guess if they kind of like do that, he'll take a look and kind of peep them out. Where are we on this map?
Up
In this
middle.
intersection?
Oh, there we are. Okay, I didn't see us there. Boom, we're there. Yeah, he would
Magic.
look in the
Okay.
direction that Lark would be kind of
Yeah,
insinuating to
which
look.
direction is it?
Let's say that they are to the east. I'll put a little marker down for you.
Oh yeah, there's one that looks like a little ninja.
I'll say that they're right down there.
Just getting kind of a glimpse of them. Do we recognize them from the bar?
So now imagine you're walking down the street right now, okay? Lark has alerted you to something. You're glancing back again, trying to see them, trying to get any details. So I'm going to allow one more perception check.
All of us, or?
Well, specifically, Lark went to Zolos and said this. So Zolos
Yeah.
turned.
Will it be the same as before, or is it going
is.
to change since? Okay. Son of a, yeah. I mean, maybe I see him, but I don't see any details.
You don't even see them. You
Oh,
glance
okay,
back,
good.
looking around. You don't spot whatever it is that Lark pointed to it.
I didn't see anybody. What they look like? Did you? And you're sure they're following us? Did
Going.
oh? Did nobody hear me?
I nodded.
Oh, okay. Well, I see the
Well, remember,
screen
the
with the
audience
camera.
can't hear
Yeah.
a nod.
I was gonna say the screen with all the pictures of you all. It's over here.
While our audience watching on Twitch or YouTube would see that, our podcast audience has no clue that little Lark just nodded.
I nodded.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Well, we'll
Let me just put my hands on my hips, give you a wink and a nod.
Well, I didn't see him, but just keep an eye out. We will. I don't know. Should we kind of set a trap? Have somebody duck behind? I mean, and there's no one walking around, right? Is this just empty, or is there actually supposed to be a crowd?
There's definitely more of a crowd here. I just
Okay.
I just wanted to give you a visual representation of the dark city you're going through. So I just threw a quick map up for you. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of people moving back. Well, I can't say a lot. On average, there's probably like 2s and 3s going about the streets about the same time you are. Imagine walking down the street of a not so busy Midwestern town, and that's kind of the vibe you get.
All right. I mean, do we want to try and catch this person and figure something out, or do we want to just keep going where we're going?
Let's set a trap.
All right. Well, if you're definitely both of you are convinced they're following us, it's like, let's try and find a spot up here that's got a couple of turns, and one of us will break off and hide, or we can hide around the corner, and hopefully they'll come. And just grab them as they come up.
Sure.
I'll make a
Okay.
tripwire.
Wait. What's going to be attached to the other end of that tripwire?
I can help hold
Nothing.
tripwire.
Just a string to knock them down.
Okay. As I say, there are other people here, and maybe they aren't as durable as the rest of us. I don't want you blowing them up, same as us, okay?
Sir! Gives you like a real sarcastic,
I'm
like,
up again.
let's stand at attention and salute.
I would prefer to not be blown up again. That's my preference.
Don't worry, little Mark. I got this. No explosives necessary, although it would be fun.
All right. Well,
Okay, so your plan is you want to like run ahead and then
yeah,
hide.
I would think don't run ahead.
Yeah,
just kind of
we'll put
keep
We'll
walking,
put a
and then
tripwire like around the
when we get to a
corner.
spot that's got a turn, then go around the corner and then kind of hide somewhere down there.
Okay.
So like if we come up here, make the turn up here, we could come around and like come down here real quick.
Got it.
Yeah, let's hide like right around this corner over here.
Okay, I like it. So, you continue on walking in the direction you've been heading up until this point. You're moving at a steady pace, but not too fast, it sounds like to me. So, as you're moving, go ahead. Let's see here. I think I would like everybody to make stealth checks for me. This is as you're going around the turn, you're all moving fast to get around that bend so you can set up your tripwire. So stealth checks from me, please, everybody. Your DC for this is going to be also a 4.
Yeah, and I've got prominence. Everyone wants to bask in your glow. Your significant presence in a room is sometimes a drawback. My checks to escape or hide from people must use a D12.
Mm-hmm.
So just being so just delicious, he stands out.
Oh, nice.
But maybe we can use that. Well, great. Now we got 2 people. See, now it's where I'm gonna like have a kick. God damn it, all of you! All right, it's just gonna be me and Granite that everybody sees. Yeah, I figured that's like 3 8s in a row for me or something like that.
Damn.
Well, hey,
That's
at least
all
you
right.
get some effort back for that.
Oh, I didn't use any in the last fight, so
Oof.
I had full.
Well, gotta remember to
I
use it,
used-
buddy.
All of mine.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't.
All of it.
I didn't
I
need to do much.
True. But anyway, so all of you make your way as quickly as you can around that bend, getting behind one of the buildings, so that way Dreezy can set up their tripwire. Which I don't think is like too much of a challenge. You have tinkering bits with you. You probably have wire or rope or something. So
Wire or string or whatever.
Yes.
Just making a taut string across the ground.
So we'll say that Skarn is holding one end and Zolos is probably holding the other for this as you're waiting. And then you continue to wait. And then everybody looks up at Zolos, who is, while yes, holding the string, is standing in the middle of the road doing one of these.
Goddamn right he is. He's basking in his own glow. Right? We got to use that more often. So, was I supposed to be over there with you? I mean, you can't hide this. I'll just casually walk over, like, what's up? Even though this is his idea. Oh, wait, that's right. Also, the fucking thing where I don't get to know difficulties when I make a plan. Well, it's just like, I can't know the difficulty when I roll. I don't roll anything different. It's just that I'm arrogant and I think everything's going to go well. Which is a perfect combination with Prominent if he's just a giant asshole. It's all it fucking means. I hamstrung myself so.
At least you know.
And think of Blood and now think of Zolos. Could they be any more different?
But the result is that you continue to wait for another 5-10 minutes, and nobody shows up.
They're here?
No one shows up.
Every time.
Every time.
Got him.
Got him. Yep. But yeah, you're standing there waiting. 30 seconds go by, a minute goes by, a couple minutes goes by. That person that you spotted hasn't come. You continue waiting
Just
another
keep
couple
going?
minutes.
We just keep going?
Yeah, and if they're not coming up, I would say, yeah, let's just kind of move on and have you two, you're the ones that saw him, keep an eye out.
Do we see anybody else during this time? Like
Nobody
anybody
really.
else walk by?
Yeah, nobody. Like some people are walking down the other side of the road, but making their way past here. But nobody really comes down the alleyway that you're all standing there. Probably because, you're just a group standing there, one of you in the middle of the road holding rope and just posing. I feel like people would have seen that and just turned a different direction.
I mean, he's vain. I don't know if he's that vain, but
Yeah, you do.
all right, maybe you're right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd say let's just kind of keep going.
Can the doc do a perception check real quick before?
Go for it.
Like,
You want to fly up and try to do something a little higher?
yeah, I want to be able to see. I want a better vantage point.
Yeah.
So I'll probably.
A bird's eye view.
Oh my god.
But
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Do we have the sound effect?
I feel like I do. Hold on a second.
Just have that in the
What,
chamber.
was
ready to
mine
go
not
from now on.
satisfying
Need
enough?
that one at the ready. That one in the
I
huzzah.
thought it was perfect personally, but
Yeah.
there we
what's that?
go. I'm still rolling a D10 for
Matt,
this.
you remember
You
when I
are.
was the audio guy when we played D&D and we would always just hit the huzzah button?
Yes.
Huzzah!
Boop. Oh, come on, Doc.
Since I did find some sound effects, let me do one more for you for that roll.
Wah, 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 wah.
The sad trombone, that's my other favorite.
You fly high up into the air, Dr. Bloom, looking around, doing that whole almost complete 360 that an owl head can do.
My head swivel.
Yeah, swivel back and forth and all of that, looking around. But you don't spot, you hadn't seen it the last time, and you certainly don't see anybody who's looking more suspicious than really anybody else walking around the streets.
I mean, everybody probably looks suspicious to Dr. Bloom right now, to be honest, and they don't know what they're looking for, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, alas.
And Alexa.
But you do fly down. What's the plan? Are you going to continue to wait around here, or are you going to continue to the hotel?
I think we're just gonna keep going, right?
Yeah. Just keep an eye out for him.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, you continue on, making your way down the street, finding a turn so you can head back to the proper direction of the hotel. You do continue on for another 10 minutes or so. Give me one more perception check, everybody. This time you're aiming for a 3.
Oof.
Woo! Yeah, that's right. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's the only one that passed this time? This guy.
You're continuing to make your way, and in the distance, you can see a big neon sign along one of the sides of one of the buildings that says the Rook Field. It's probably about 3 maybe blocks away from you, so you would all be able to see that. The streets are beginning to get more crowded. You apparently are on a much more major thoroughfare than the ones you were on previously, and so there are a lot more people. Zolos, as you're walking, you do spot over your shoulder, because I imagine everybody's kind of glancing over their shoulders at this point. And you just happen to see, as you glance back at one moment, someone whose head is kind of around a building a little bit. They have a hood over their head. They seem to be looking at you, and in that moment you have that kind of vibe that, is that what Lark and Dreezy saw?
They're not just wanting to sample the goods. You know, they have an agenda, yeah. He said it was just. What color was the hood? Did you describe before?
Yeah, it's a black hood.
And can we see their face at all? Like, I mean, is there like
really, like
just it's almost like shadows?
It's very shadowed. You can see that there is a bit of a nose peeking out. It's difficult to tell, like skin tone or any real details because it is hooded and shadowed.
It's from a distance. Too,
yeah, and you are at quite a bit of distance. At least a few blocks behind you.
Yeah, I think I see our shadowy friend. So you guys are right. There is somebody following us.
Wait, you doubted?
Well, I didn't see him, and then... No, I didn't doubt at all. I just thought you guys are so low to the ground. You know what? I did doubt. I'm sorry. I can't lie. Well, I can. I'm actually very good at it, but I don't want to. It's boring. So, don't tell me what you're going to do. I will just stand in the area looking fabulous, and you guys want to try and catch them because I'm bad at ideas. So I'm just going to not try and hide if you guys want to. I mean, is there more people here since we're coming up on this hotel? Or...
Yeah, like I said, there are a lot more people moving up and down the road now.
So, I mean, I obviously am going to stand out. I mean, look at me. But you guys, well, you know what? Me and Granite will hang out here because, you know, Skarn is what? 8 feet tall? Haven't they said?
Like 6.5, almost 7.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah. Oh, I'm giving them more credit. I thought they were much taller than that. Yeah. So we obviously stand out. But you know, you three could probably maybe get a catch on eye on them if they're peeking us out. Does that work? Don't tell me what you're gonna do because I'll fuck it up. All right, break.
Sure.
He's gonna say, he's like,
what do you think?
Dreezy,
so I mean,
Boomy, Lark, Dr. Bloom, what do you think?
Do we want to sneak behind them?
Can't hear you, Peach. Were there any like?
I feel like we gotta set up.
There you go.
Set up some sort of ambush.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Say it again, Drees.
I said I feel like we need to ambush this person because they won't stop following us, but we tried that and it didn't work. So like, did they see us do that?
Well, obviously they saw Zolos. Well, they saw Zolos just standing there like an asshole with a rope in the middle of the street. Were there any stalls or anything set up like outside the hotel, like doing like merchandise or anything like that?
Not in this area necessarily.
Alright.
This is more just like there's a lot of different buildings around here, to be honest. The big one is obviously the big bright hotel that's at least 8 stories tall. Most of the buildings beyond that are either like taller residential or like there's some places, there's restaurants and stuff like that. There are some shops here, not stalls per se, but like buildings that have businesses in them, that kind of shops. You do notice that a lot of them, however, their lights are not on in the shops
closed,
themselves.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we could try calling out to them and ask.
Say that one more time.
Like ask.
Ask them why they're following us.
Yeah.
Little one, I think that have you ever followed somebody secretly? By chance?
No.
So, but let's just imagine you had, and then somebody turned around and said, "Hey, why are you following me?" What would happen? It'd probably freak you out, right? I mean, I know it'd freak me.
Yeah.
So, what if Granite Night here, let's say we go into the hotel, you guys do what you're gonna do, don't tell me, because I said I will, I'll fuck it up. Won't be on fault purpose, but we'll go in, we'll start hanging out. Maybe you duck off, hide in the crowd, and see if this person walks by.
We can try.
I mean, I know I boast quite a bit about my looks, but really, no. Big, Skarn and I, we stand out. Not only am I, obviously, but I'm also like a fucking peacock here, all right? I mean, I'm not wearing things that blend in well.
Yeah, he's always peacocking.
Damn straight I am.
Well,
so
one question real quick. I imagine you're all walking as you're chatting.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, just to let you know, you are now about 2 blocks away from the hotel.
Right.
After this point of the conversation.
So he's like, we'll start going there once the crowd, and the crowd is thick even here, or is it thicker as we get to the...
I said it's thicker, so there's like... If you were to scan around and count, there's maybe 12.5 people in total within the few block radius around you.
All right. Well, then, we can at least, like, Skarn and Zolos can, as we're getting closer, be like, all right, we'll go into the hotel. You guys try and do your best to hide, duck away, so they maybe follow us.
Unless anyone would like to be lifted onto a rooftop to try to catch them by surprise.
Feathers, you guys are both small. They can take you up there.
It's true.
You can't, maybe the doc could lift me, but Doc ain't lifted, they ain't lifting old, Rocky Johnson over here.
Sorry, Skarn ain't
Rocky
having
Johnson?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson. He went by Rocky Johnson when he first started out. You know what?
Really?
Rocky Maivia. That was the original name.
If you're going to do anything, Rocky Balboa, come on.
Hey,
like
no. No, but Skarn has friends that are actually in wrestling, and so Skarn would know. Well, nobody, not Skarn, but they would understand that joke.
Yeah, nobody, maybe. I'll give them the
what?
benefit of the doubt. Literally anyone else
I'm
watching
making a joke for us. They will watch this back and they will appreciate it.
I hope so. I hope so. Anyway. So, Zolos and Skarn are going to make their way to the hotel. The 3 of you, what are you going to do? Are you just going to duck into an alleyway? Is Dr. Bloom going to grab the both of you and try to fly up onto a rooftop? Something else entirely. You tell me.
Or do we want to separate the little ones? One goes into the crowd, one comes up with me. So we can try to catch whoever this is while they're being distracted by the separation of our group.
Just based off temperament, I would say Lark go with the doc. Because I feel Lark would get a little maybe scared being on their own in the crowd. With the meek.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would just
I'll
be
stay
hiding.
down here. I know how to
Yeah, I didn't know
hide
if
and make
that...
traps.
There is that too. I forgot about that. Don't blow anybody up.
Perhaps.
Not
in front of us. We don't want to be complicit.
Plausible deniability.
That's just, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It was an idea.
Well,
Don't have to.
Zolos is literally the worst one trying to hide, so you guys are all better at it than he is.
I mean, I still feel like Zolos is kind of making this plan a little bit.
Well, I just don't get to know the difficulty if he were to actually roll anything.
Yeah.
But they're just going ahead. These three are the ones that are going to be hiding and doing whatever.
So,
are we getting a room? I didn't remember. Were we getting a room? Or rooms? Or are we going to sleep on the ship?
I mean, if we can save money, we probably should.
All right.
Yeah.
Then Skarn and
What time
Zolos-
of day is it?
Don't know.
What time?
yeah, you're not quite sure.
Time
Very
is not
specifically have been told we don't know.
Right, that's the whole thing.
Blade Runner time.
I keep forgetting we're in.
Yeah, they'll just go
I
to
was
the
gonna say,
bar.
is it getting close to nightfall? Like, should we rest for the night? But
You have no clue. I will let you know when you start getting tired, though. Believe me,
Okay.
I have that running tally going on, too.
all right, well, I think we should just check with the translator guy first.
Just as a group. So disregard the strange being that's following
No.
us.
No, we can do that too. But we were
Okay.
talking about where to stay for the night.
Fair, yes.
We should decide that after we talk to the translator, because he might want to come back to the ship with us to actually see this stuff and whatever.
Also true.
All right, let's get this guy. Nobody sneaks around behind our backs.
Except for the person sneaking around behind her back.
We're the crew of the Wayfinder. Damn it, we're gonna find them in a way.
That was... Okay. Anywho.
And then I'll blow them up.
Hell yeah.
Jesus. So Boomy is going to go run off into the crowd and hide. Dr. Bloom, you're going to pick up Lark and go try to fly up onto a roof to keep an eye out and hide up there. Zolos and Skarn are going to be making their way just to the hotel, trying to just be as loud and out there as possible. So, Zolos, I'm going to have you roll first. You are going to be rolling a nonchalant check. This is your performance to just, do. I'm not doing anything. I'm just walking on like a normal person while all my friends go run off to hide. You're drawing attention to yourself. So roll that. You don't get to know the DC.
Yeah. I guess by doing, because it doesn't have me a specific dice to roll. Is it a 10?
It would be a 10.
Whew. That's not good.
Okay, so you and Skarn are making your way to the hotel. Now, Dr. Bloom and Lark. First off, I'm not going to make you roll in athletics or anything to pick up Lark. Lark is small. They don't weigh very much. You are a light individual, so I don't feel like this is much of a challenge for you. What I do need from the both of you is stealth checks. Now, here's the thing about that. I imagine you're first going to go scoot off into an alleyway. That way you're not going to be seen. But you're picking somebody up and flying while also trying not to be seen. Your DC is 4.
Fair enough.
Is Doc the only one rolling?
No, you are as well.
Okay.
Yes.
And Boomy, I also need you to roll a stealth check. Actually, I probably should have had you make an athletics check anyway. Just made it a really low DC. Yeah, to account for
2.
that. Actually, I'm going to do that. Roll me an athletics check real quick, Dr. Bloom. I feel like a 9 is a good enough number. As long as you don't nat 10 this, you're fine.
I rolled an 8 out of 10.
Hey, still, it's better than a 9.
It's true.
So, you do pick up Little Lark and go flapping up into the air in this alleyway as quickly as you can. You manage to get up on the roof, drop your friend, and both of you just duck down underneath or behind one of those, just the safety or ledge that are on buildings. This is a stone building for the most part, concrete by the look of it. And so you both kind of duck down. At the same time, Boomy, you go scurrying off into the crowd, hiding, ducking low. You're able to get behind a few crates in one alleyway, and you duck down there. Now, you're not sure exactly how far behind they were. Zolos said they were a little ways back there, but he wasn't very specific. So you all just kind of duck and hide and wait. Now, give me perception checks, all three of you. I feel like the DC for this as well is 4. This dude's sneaky.
Hmm. Three.
Well, 9.
Okay. Dr. Bloom, you are the only one who actually sees this. You're watching as Skarn and Zolos are walking down the street. Zolos just kind of pumping their chest back, their shoulders back, walking, doing just a big O. Hey everyone, look at me!
I'm walking
routine.
on sunshine.
Like remember Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan in Rush Hour? Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Go, y'all!
Yeah. So while they're doing that, and the two of them do enter into the hotel, you see that shadowy figure. They are wearing a full cloak, hood up. It's long. It's drawn out, covering most of their body. They're creeping out from behind an alleyway about a block away from where you're currently at. But as they're stepping out, they pause and they're watching Zolos and Skarn. Like they just kind of stop in the street and they're watching for a second. You see them reach into their cloak for a moment, pull something out, scribble like they're moving their hand a little bit, tuck it back into the cloak. Then they cross the street to the other side. So you're on one side of the street on the building. Let's say you're on the south side. They cross the street to the north side, a block away from you, into an alleyway. You see them lean back against the wall. And they kind of take up position there.
I relay this to Lark. What do you think, Lark? So our mystery admirer, I suppose, stopped in the middle of their tracks after seeing Zolos and Skarn enter the hotel, wrote something down, then crossed the street and are now in an alley across the street.
So they're taking
Just
notes on.
yes.
Try to just like drop behind them.
You're breaking in and out. I'm having a hard time hearing you, Lark.
Should we try to like kind of drop down behind them?
Could. I mean, if they're on the other side of the street in an alley, we could try to. What do you think? Just fly straight at them, or try to go around them, or what are you envisioning?
Like go around so that we can drop behind them.
Okay,
And
we could
like,
try it.
surprise them, maybe.
We could.
I don't know if we can do that, but we can.
We could attempt it, but I guess the bigger question is, if we're confronted by them, Dr. Bloom's a little risk averse. Just thinking, can we defend ourselves? Do we need backup? How do we call our friends?
I can scream really, really loud.
And I mean, if all else fails, I could try to fly us back out of it. If they tried to attack, we just back off, fly out.
Yeah.
Maybe try to take the cloak with us because they put the note in the cloak. Something.
Ah. That way we would know what they're writing down.
Mm-hmm. My big concern is that they're writing stuff about us, and we don't know why or who they are.
Who they are,
Or what they're
who the
writing.
note's for.
Mm-hmm. Should we give it a shot?
Guess so?
Okay.
Well,
We've got the pair that is both meek and hesitant. So that's a great pairing.
Yes, we're going to get to that here in a moment. Before we do, Dreezy, you had run and ducked down behind some crates, and you're hiding there, watching for the shadowy figure to come by. You have not seen them, and you've been waiting for a couple minutes now. What are you doing during that time?
I'm trying to gather some little supplies in my bag to like the wire I had before to make sort of sort of like a noose type tie with the rope or the string or whatever I have, so I can either maybe try to get it around one of their arms or legs or head and like restrain them / get them to the ground would be. So I'm trying to quickly engineer something that's going to help with that, like some sort of tripwire or some sort of improvised weapon.
Yeah, I like it. What's your crafting skill? Do you have like an engineering skill that you can use in this circumstance or something like that? Tinkering check.
I have repair,
Yeah,
which is fixing objects.
Yeah, fixing. I feel like that's not quite the same thing. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's repairing something that's already made, not really making something new. You can still make the check.
Yeah, then I just have
What's that?
Yeah, I'm my skill is in explosives crafting.
Yeah. So you're still going to be able to roll a d10 to make this. And I feel like based on what you're describing, it's not going to be too complicated to make. Let's call this just a 6.
It's a 6.
Exactly a 6. You are able to. You got some wire that you have in your bag. You kind of pull it out, fiddle with it, put some clamps on it that can slide a little bit. You make a noose, something you can grab onto and sling, kind of like a zip tie almost.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So you are able to craft that during this time.
Cool.
While that's going on, you've got that completed. You're kind of watching. You're waiting. You still haven't seen anything. Dr. Bloom, I need you and Lark to make me new stealth checks. First, make me another athletics check. Again, as long as you roll a 9 or higher, you're good. Just don't roll a 10.
Mm-hmm. A 9.
Yeah, well, still not a 10. So you
Thank
are
goodness.
able to, fortunately, Lark is tiny, not too heavy to pick up, so you are able to fly them. Trying to fly both them and Boomy would be a lot harder than this. But Lark doesn't weigh a whole lot, so not too difficult. Next, I need stealth checks from the both of you. Oh, one more thing. You have the hesitant trait, Dr. Bloom? Tell me a little bit about that real quick.
Hesitant trait.
I think it mostly affects initiative, right?
Reaction. It's reaction checks.
It's reaction checks. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
So that's not going to really affect you on this one. Stealth checks from the both of you. Again, you're aiming for a 4.
And it's 5 and a 6.
Okay. You pick up Lark and begin flapping your wings, trying to just kind of do an arc over the street below. That way you can go from one side to the other and get on the roof where the dude is hiding. As you're flying over, I need you to make a what is it called? An avoid check, Dr. Bloom.
Okay. Avoid check.
Yeah, you're doing an avoid check again. And this is going to be a 5.
And it's a 9.
You are flying over when suddenly you feel a sharp pain in your hip. You're going to take 1 point of damage, and you feel your muscles beginning to seize up. This is going to cause both you and Lark to fall. You hit the ground with a crash, Dr. Bloom. Your leg is going numb at this. I need the both of you to make for me... Oh God, what would this be? This is basically like a trying to stick the landing type of roll. We can call it acrobatics if you like, since we are all D&D players. If you have anything that allows you to help with tumbling or grabbing onto something like catching a ledge or anything of that nature, let me know. Otherwise, you're both... Lark, you're rolling a D10. Dr. Bloom, you're rolling a D12 because of your numbness.
I have fast reflexes.
Tell me about fast reflexes.
You may use a D8 for non-combat checks that benefit from quick reaction time.
I would say that this does apply to that, so you can roll a D8. DC for this roll is a 5.
It's a 5.
Six.
5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 3.
Nice. So, Lark, you're being held by your shoulders when suddenly you feel those claws let go. You have this half second of, oh shit, and you go reaching, trying to grab at anything, but there's nothing nearby you can grab onto. You land hard on the ground. Boom! You're going to take 1 point of damage and the wind is knocked out from you. Dr. Bloom, you also land on the ground. You're able to grab, let's say there's like a string of lights across the road. You grab onto that. You swing a little bit as the light bulbs are popping. You land on the ground in a skid. You're not going to take another point of damage. That's great for you. However, your legs are numb. The leg that you got hit in, that whole part from basically the tips of your toes all the way up into the buttocks region, or whatever equivalent an owl has, is 100% numb. And there is a spike sticking out from the meat of your leg.
Spike?
Boomy, you are kind of sitting there watching. You would absolutely see Dr. Bloom and Lark come just smashing out down into the middle of the street.
Whoa! Yeah, I'm gonna rush over there and see if they're all right.
How are you feeling, guys? The two of you?
Owie.
I think we should get Zolos and Skarn. I can't move my leg. Can you both move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll over onto my stomach so I can push myself up.
Can I heal Lark now?
Do you have the points to do it?
I do have the points to do it.
You can heal yourself, though.
Yeah, I'd that wouldn't be what I'd do.
Doc.
There are
You
first
can't
aid
walk.
kits.
There are also first aid kits, so
Yeah, and
I have
we
a lot of effort.
potions of wound closure too. So
Also true. That would be Dr. Bloom's reaction. They wouldn't be thinking about the fact that their leg is numb beyond the fact that y'all gotta move. We do have those. So, Lark, I healed you.
But you need to heal you.
Yeah, there are also other things, like Zolos said. That's what Dr. Bloom would do.
He and Skarn are telling, well, Zolos is telling animated jokes at the bar inside the hotel, and Skarn's just like, very quiet, conservative, like nobody always plays them.
Yep. Go get help.
Okay. So the three of you are getting back up to head to the hotel. It's tedious a little. I don't know what the best word to describe this is. Dr. Bloom, you need help standing up. It's hard to move the leg at all. Like, have you ever hit your funny bone when your whole arm goes numb? It's like that. You just have those tingles all down that part of your body, and it is painful, and it is stiff, and it is uncomfortable, and like, imagine two little people trying to pull you up to a standing position. It's awkward.
I mean, that's why I'm trying to tell them to leave, to
so
go
you're
without
telling
me.
them
Go
to
ahead.
leave? Are
Yeah,
the two
go
of
ahead.
you leaving, or are the two of you staying and helping?
Or is one of you leaving and one of you is helping?
I'm definitely helping.
We can't leave anybody behind in our crew.
Fuck.
So like I
Okay.
said, it's awkward and complicated, and I'd like the two of you, Dreezy and Lark, to make me athletics checks.
I mean, Doc's a bird. They've got hollow bones.
And they're also numb and in
That's
pain.
true, that's
and
true.
I'm not
just
saying
saying,
this is a
have their life.
difficult thing, but you do have to help. I need an athletics check from the both of you. The DC for this is a 5.
Oof. 9.
Yeah.
Lark?
3.
Hey. Now the good news is this has all been for comedic value. Dreezy on one side, Lark on the other, trying to heft and pull up Dr. Bloom. You're definitely going to end up face planting at least once trying to do this. You're gathering a bit of a crowd around you. Eventually, some people do come over and try to help and lift you up, and get you all up again, and it's kind of crazy. But you do eventually get pulled up once again. By this time, and with the crowd around you, you do not see the individual you are looking for, that we were trying to question. You look back at that alleyway again, they're gone.
That's real weird. I don't see any sign of them.
Don't like that.
Who do you think it was?
Trying to think. I'm really not sure. We're so new here. What could we have possibly done? In recent in memory, anyways.
I mean, I don't think I stole anything important. Let me look in my bag. Nope, just same old shit. Yeah, I don't know why they're following us.
Weird.
Dreezy, you're all kind of, three of you are kind of looking about your stuff now. Dr. Bloom, you're missing some coins. You all had a little bit of money together. You all were carrying a little bit of coin from your treasure stash on your ship. Your bag's definitely gone.
Oh.
So whoever
We've
tried
been
to help us
pickpocketed.
picked your pocket. Great. Not that.
Alas. That's all of us? Like, all of our...
No, you're the only
we're-
one that the coins are missing from. Your wealth hasn't gone down a significant amount, but you do notice that you have been pickpocketed after that whole affair. Well, you do manage
Good deed,
to...
you know?
What's that?
Oh, no good deed, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the three of you do manage to make it into the hotel, but I think this is an excellent place to pause and take a break, since it's 8:30. So we will be back in about 10 minutes, folks. When we do, we're going to find out what our heroes discover here at this hotel. Stay tuned. Howdy, everybody. We are back. And when we last left off, three of our heroes were limping into a very brightly lit and very nicely decorated lobby of a hotel. Zolos, you and Skarn had stepped into here about less than 10 minutes ago, like barely 5 minutes, really. And the sight you all took in is, well, remember Ocean's 11? Yeah, it's kind of like that. The front lobby is a hotel for sure. There are some people working a front desk. There's some doors that look like they're metal. You're not quite sure what to make of. There is another doorway that's labeled stairs to the left of those two big old metal doors. You're not quite sure what are. But beyond that, you can hear just bright sounds and lights that sound that you always hear whenever you go into a casino. Because that's exactly what is beyond this hotel. There is a gaming floor. You can see people spinning the what's it called? The roulette wheel. There's people playing cards. There's bright lights and sound. You can hear a bard playing on a stage somewhere in the distance that you can't quite see. This building seems a lot bigger on the inside than it was on the outside. Like when you were outside, you could see it was like tall, but it was about 8 stories and not nearly as wide as what you're looking at now. It's incredible. And Zolos, I imagine you and Skarn just kind of stopped there and stared when you saw all this. About a couple minutes later, Dr. Bloom is pushed through the doors by their two companions. Boomy and Lark are just trying to help the doctor limp and hobble their way over to you all.
What? How?
They fell.
Yeah.
Thought you could fly. How did this happen? Did you catch the person? Are they dead in a ditch somewhere?
No.
Interesting.
They got away this time.
But they took note.
So what do you mean they took notes? Like on you falling, or what? Well, we don't know. I guess you don't know what they take a note of.
We don't know.
So took some of our coin.
The note taking happened before we fell, though.
All right. Well, okay.
And the coin taking happened when someone tried to help us carry Doc.
Yeah, you're in a city of thieves. I could have figured it's gonna happen. Well, do you need help? I mean, someone who's reaches past your armpit help?
Yeah, Doc's got a spike sticking out of their leg.
Well, I thought you would have taken the spike out. This is out of character. This is Joe asking. I figured you guys would have taken the spike out when you're out there.
Well, not necessarily.
As a medical professional, say no. You'll do more damage pulling it out.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
I guess. I mean, are we at? Because I said we're at the bar. I mean, he'd ask you,
You're at
do you
the
guys?
casino.
Oh well, all right. Is there not a? Well, yeah, you know what? We're playing slots.
Yeah, there
Is
is
there
a
like
bar
in slots,
further in.
one guy's
Yeah.
bleeding. Like,
Are there attendants like walking around?
Oh yeah, there's definitely people moving about. The two people behind the counter like have been watching you this whole time.
It seems my friend had a little bit of misfortune outside. Is there an in-house medical professional that might be able to help?
The lady behind the counter is a tall individual. They kind of look like a turtle. They have a dark blue shell on their back. Their neck is very long and their head is kind of angular and pointed. And it looks at you with these big old yellow eyes and says, "There's a hospital about 4 blocks down."
We're in space, man. Do they really? Does there somebody really talk like that in space?
Yes, they do. Deal with it.
There's not somebody closer. Is there like looking around? Is there a quiet spot or something? Like I know it's a casino, and maybe not. But is there like a corner or something? We could go over like a table.
Yeah, there's probably like a corner area towards the back with some furniture that's there, and the employee is sitting there looking at you and looks at the doctor and says, "Don't get blood on the carpet.
He's just
Charge
gonna be like,
extra for that."
Oh, don't worry, no fluids will be spilled, I promise. Wink at her as we take the doc into the corner and try and get the spike out of their leg.
Well, nobody
down a
is
blanket
not
or something.
here, and I hate to use their characters too much, but they do have
they get the
healing
healing
ability as
Yeah.
well. They actually can cast healing, and I don't think they would mind if I use 2 effort to heal Dr.
I think they would be insisting at this point, actually.
Yeah. So once you all get into a corner over there, Skarn will assist you and cast the healing spell while you pull the thing out.
Zolos will pull it out, and the Skarn can heal when it does that. We'll do a two teamed operation here.
Absolutely. So you do pull the spike out. You are healed. At looking it over, it's kind of just like a simple dart. A blade stuck onto a small handle. It's very nicely balanced. It's hard to tell what was on it. Even as the healing spell is being cast, you still have the numbness trait.
Oh. So there was something on the dart.
Yeah, so you have healed the point of damage, but the numbness still remains.
Where did this happen? What were you guys doing?
Where did this happen? This happened.
Well, I mean, what happened that this happened? Did you get into a
Well,
fight?
No, we saw them take notes and hide across in a different alley. So we were gonna like sneak around them and then drop down and see if we could, I don't know, tell them to stop or why or I don't know.
Well, I guess they saw you if you got shot. All right. Well, we know they're interested in us, or maybe me in particular. They know they're willing to take a shot at us. If they tried to, I mean, I guess does this seem like it would be something that could have killed the doc if they had fell out of the air pretty high?
I mean, you're all military types. You would recognize this for being
something incapacitated.
It's a blade. So I mean, if they threw it in the right spot, could it kill? Absolutely. They hit you in the carotid or something, yeah, you'd be dead within moments. However, at the same time, I will allow you to roll an insight check on this.
What? I guess I'm rolling a 10.
You are going to be rolling a 10. I think this is going to be a 6 for you.
Six. That is a 6.
6 exactly. So here's what your insight gives you. A dart like this, well, yeah, if you hit it in the right spot, yeah, it could kill, absolutely. Also, if someone goes to the trouble of putting something that is a paralytic, if they go to the trouble of putting something that is a paralytic to do that, that implies that they also have the capability of doing the same with something a lot more potent than a paralytic. So, if they're throwing this and it's numbing the doctor, it's not meant to kill.
No. Maybe they were trying to grab one of us, or maybe they just got spooked and wanted to stop you from trying to follow them. Regardless, we need to be on our toes. We've already made one set of enemies in town. Who knows how many others don't like us? Well, you guys, me, obviously, they love, but...
Well, of course.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I guess, do they need help walking around still? Is like a dead leg kind of situation?
Yeah, kinda. From a mechanic standpoint, yeah, someone's gonna have to assist you in moving around if we actually are in combat. You can't move from one zone to another without assistance. You can still move a little bit within your zone, but moving out into a different zone you need assistance to do that.
Your crutch.
Yeah.
All right, and this is the place. Was this the place where we're going, where the translator was going to be, right? Or did
That's
we?
Correct.
All right. Well, he's like, you just hang tight. I'm gonna go ask the wonderful, wonderful people at the front desk where we could find our interpreter, our language person, and we'll go from there, guys. I guess he brings... You know what? Bring Boomy with him. keep Skarn to protect over the dock.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't go anywhere alone right now, guys.
Well,
So, yeah,
then
they'll go up and ask, try and sweet talk the people at the desk to give them some information where they can find this person.
okay. You go up to the turtle lady who is standing behind the counter. She does look you up and down as you're approaching, you and your companion, Boomy, and she says to you, "Are you checking in?"
You know what? I don't know just yet. We might do a little bit of gambling. I'll get back to you on that one. But we're actually looking to see if
some
you ha-
tournaments.
we're looking to see if you happen to know if somebody's here on set. We were told we could find them here. Gentleman by the name of Aravat, or was it a male or female? We were told. I don't remember.
You're just given a name.
And there he goes. Individual by the name of Aravat.
Make a honeyed words check. Feel like for this you're aiming for you're asking about an individual in the hotel that is a guest, so I'm gonna go with another 4.
Oof, that is 5.
That is a 5. Her reply is,
So close.
"I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't allow, I can't give out information on our guests here. That's a violation of our confidentiality."
Oh, okay. I guess. How much money did the doc have that we're saying got taken? Just so I know.
I imagine you all gathered up a little bit of coin, like not
Just
a lot,
each
but a
have
few.
something, yeah.
You all at least each have a little bit of coins before you would have left your ship.
How much are you? Well, you know what? Let's start over. Sugar, what's your name?
My name is KOINES.
That just rolls off the tongue, baby. It's so beautiful, isn't it?
It truly does. My friends call me Pearl.
Oh, Pearl, that is just delicious of a name. I must say so myself. You know what? Let's say we're gonna go ahead and get a room for tonight. How much would that be?
She names a sum that makes you your heart just drop.
Shit.
You
It's
have
a lot.
You have enough money for supplies right
Yeah,
now.
but not for a fucking space room.
However, if you were to get a single room at this hotel, it would drop your funds by a quarter of what you currently have left.
Tell you what, you know what? I might have to go win that money. But I do apologize for any kind of inconvenience. But is there... And he's just gonna like slide a couple gold across. Is there not anything we can do? Just kind of like looking down there, batting his eyes.
She reaches out, takes the coins, and says, "I'm sorry, but I cannot violate the confidentiality of our guests." And puts them in.
What was the other person that's there?
The other person that is there is a very, very tall and thin, reedy looking individual. Their skin is bright orange. They look kind of elvish, except for the fact that their hair is jet black. Their eyes are just jet black coals, but their skin is bright orange.
This is like just a weird episode of fucking Star Wars, walking into that fucking cantina.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know what? He goes,
He doesn't like you. I don't like you either.
you don't even know me. You know what? That's fair. You know what, baby? I'm gonna get back to you in that room. We'll go find the bar and see if there's somebody there that's less That. That's all I'll say.
That is fair. That is fair.
Let's go turn this coin into some big bills. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some
we
big
might
stacks.
have to put you to work up here, buddy. I have a feeling you could do well.
Do
You
I have
can't-
a rudimentary magnet on me?
Oh my
A
god!
magnet?
You really want to?
Yeah.
You want to game the roulette table or something?
Roll me a d10. If you roll a 5 or higher, yeah, or 5 or lower, you have a magnet.
No,
on.
this is gonna. I have a feeling this isn't gonna go well if he does.
I want this for you. I really do.
Two.
Did it? Didn't pop up for me yet. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you do have a magnet
Weird.
on
It was
you.
like delayed.
It's something that like fits in the palm of your hand, but it's concealable.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try my look at some slots. I assume they're made of metal, right? Like
I
parts
mean,
of it
these
is?
are
maybe?
this is more like Wild Westy type slot. Well, not Wild West because the Wild West didn't have slots, but this is more like the old 40s, 50s style slots. They're made out of gears and all of that stuff. They did have them back then, and it was all clockwork, which I feel like is perfect for a steampunk space opera. So yeah, we're definitely going with the oldie time machines.
They had some slots in the West, but they
try to
were
rig these machines.
they were super rudimentary back in the Wild West. The slot machines, like the most ridiculous of things now.
Now it does seem that everything here in the casino does work on a special type of chip. There's two types of chips, I should say, because one of them is just your typical poker cards type of chips, but they also have specific coins that they use in their slots, kind of like the way most arcades in the 90s did. You can exchange your money for a nice handful of coins. The slots take from 1 to 5 coins. To fill. Each one, does a line, yada yada yada. You've seen video slots. You know how this shit works. I'm not going to go into too much detail.
Yep.
But they cost 5 coins. With the coins that you have, you could probably get, let's say, a good 50 coins.
Okay, yeah. I exchanged some coins. Do some little experiments here.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that while the rest of your friends make your way up to a bar. There is a bar. Like, imagine there's the hotel lobby, and then you have to go upstairs for the rooms, and then the lobby is separated with curtains that are spread open so you can see the gaming floor. And then right there to the right is the bar. And there's a lot of stools along this really long bar. There's 2 different bartenders working it. Both of them look humanoid, like actual humanoid, which is weird. But there they are. They're both of them working one side of the bar. Dreezy just makes their way over to the chip counter to exchange some money for chips. Is anybody going with Dreezy, or are all of you going to the bar?
Suppose. Shit. As I say, it's like we need someone to distract if he's gonna try and game the system. But I also don't want him. Alright, fuck yeah. You know what? Zolos will go with him.
So you're going with them instead of going
no,
to
I'll
talk
go.
up
Oh, yeah, shit. I guess he does need to be one trying to get information. Does anybody feel like they could help provide Dreezy some cover?
What?
He's going to try and do some nefarious things.
Hey. Hi.
Trying to play slot machines with a magnet.
Oh. I'll try.
Okay, stop the reels in the right place.
Just watch, there's going to be some kind of... Yeah, I mean, You know what? You guys discussed. I mean, Zolos will go and try and talk to somebody at the bar. Just be like, hey, we're looking for somebody to do some work for us. We were told they're going to be here. So you guys do what you got to do.
Okay, so who's going to the bar?
Zolos will.
Okay, Zolos is. Dr. Bloom, what are you doing?
Can you hear us?
Nico?
Test. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Nico, you there?
Can you hear us?
You can hear us?
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you. Oh, wait.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
we can
there you
hear you.
are.
We can hear you.
Now I heard you. Yeah. Say something.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
You gonna? All right.
Sorry, technology sucks. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no
Zolos
worries.
is-
No worries.
Zolos is going to the bar. Dreezy's gonna
Yes.
try and
Rig the
Is it-
system.
he's gonna try and game.
Yeah.
game.
Trying to win us some more
slots.
money.
Hell
Everything's
yeah.
easier with more money.
So if you want to go with Zolos, or if you want to hang with, Skarn, or you want to go with Dreezy, give them cover.
Hmm. I would probably go with Zolos, just because uptight and grumpy because now my leg is numb. So I think I would follow you as opposed to bearing witness to.
Get you a drink.
Yes. Sounds like
No.
a good plan.
Numb those sorrows.
Exactly.
Okay. And Lark, what are you doing? You going
Guess
with
going with Dreezy to try and
Yeah.
get him out of trouble.
Come on,
I
your
don't know.
Kleptomania's got to kick in. You don't want to steal
I don't
from
have
these
it
rich
anymore.
assholes with me.
Yeah, they.
I
But you're
switched,
both so sneaky.
I switched the klepto for Meek.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I didn't want us to be too similar.
That's fair.
Oh man, I wanted a stealing buddy.
I'll still help you. It's fine.
Hell yeah.
Well,
All right, let's do it. You be the eyes. I'll be the hands.
Here we go.
Ooh.
okay, so, Zolos and Dr. Bloom, the two of you are making your way to the bar to speak to the bartender and get a drink. What are you trying to achieve here?
Well, get a drink and just kind of just idle chat. Ask him, hey, this is the first time I've been to the casino. How's everything going? But he's gonna start bringing up. He's like, hey, we were looking for somebody that could do some translating on some stuff we've got, and we were told there might be somebody here. Wondered if you could help us out with that. We're not trying to do anything weird. We just need some work done. And this person named Aravast, we were told they're somewhere here on the premises.
Okay. Make for me a,
What the fuck?
make another persuasion check for me. This is going to be, well, for this one, you're aiming for a 4. But a 6 is going to give you something.
Alright. Come on, I clicked you. Yeah, no. It was the turtle shell that kind of did about. He is with the more humanish he's doing. They see him as quite exhilarating, and he's very convincing with that one.
It didn't pop up for me. That's weird.
Oh, yeah, it was doing it was slowing up for. I can think
connection to the server has been interrupted.
Yeah,
mine that happened
That's
to me
been
just a
happening.
second ago too.
Yeah,
But-
I'm trying to get back in and I just can't. It
Same.
won't
Okay.
reload.
No worries. I'm going to take your word for it. With a 1, Yeah. You know what? It just popped up. That's funny.
Okay. I was going to take a picture, drop it to our chat.
No, you're good. So you go and question the bartender, and he says, "Oh, Aravast." He kind of looks around a little bit and motions for you to get in close.
Okay.
Aravast
Sir.
isn't here anymore.
Oh, well, it seems we were given some incorrect information. Where
No.
are they?
No, I don't think you get my drift.
Oh.
He was here, but he
Do you mean-
ran afoul.
Oh.
Are they still amongst those that walk on this mortal plane?
Well, I mean, how is one going to repay one's debts if one is
Gotcha.
not around? But
Is there
you
a
didn't
way
hear
you do...
this from me. But the way I hear it, he was taken to have a bit of talking to.
You wouldn't happen to know where this talking to is going to occur, do you?
He says, well, I think I need another persuasion for this one. That's a tall order. Give me another 4, and the information's yours.
It's not a 1.
Oh.
You found the person that's he's digging it.
Yeah, you kind of just give him that winning smile, and the bartender says, "Look, there's a particular drink here we sell at the bar. It's called the Thing You Want to Know. The Thing You Want to Know is an expensive drink, if you get my meaning. It's going to cost you, say, 20 gold pieces. Now, you've been spending money quite a bit today, Zolos. You do not have 20 gold pieces. Dr. Bloom, if
That's
the
nothing.
two of you were to pool what money you have and what little Zolos has, you could scrounge that. But your spending money is definitely dwindling."
What do you think?
This seems like it's somebody we need to find.
Yeah.
Not to mention, it might help out, person who sent us here. They did some work for them. Maybe this person will be grateful and they can pay us back.
wheels! Grease those wheels!
Yeah, they'll go ahead and do that.
Grease. Yep.
Okay. You put your money together and put it down on the counter. The bartender scoops it up and says, "You've made an excellent drink choice, sirs. Bear with me a moment while I prepare that for you." And the bartender walks away and does seem to actually be making a drink right now. Now, while that's going on, Dreezy, you and Lark are trying to gain the system. You have a magnet.
Yeah, I want to.
And I wanted to ask
I
you.
want to start and play a couple rounds straight.
Sure. You can play the.
Yeah, just to get a sense of how fast the reels spin and what combination he's looking for, and just actually learning how the games work.
Now, what I'm going to want you to do is I want you to roll a D100. If you can roll a 75% or higher, you earn your money back. If you roll a 90 or higher, you get a big payoff. If you roll a 100, you get a jackpot. What did you roll?
I lost 36.
36. You did lose. But I mean, the three wheels that you're watching does kind of go in different speeds. You notice that there are 5 different angles to win from, but the way the things kind of line up, it's weird. You know, you got a bunch of numbers or a bunch of different symbols all popping up, and like I said, each wheel runs at a different speed. Go ahead and give me another roll if you want to see it a second time.
Okay, yeah.
And give me an insight check while you're doing that.
53.
You also did not win.
The house always wins.
You basically have enough coin for 10 rolls, by the way.
But this is spending money. This is not the money that
Yes,
is
correct.
going to buy our supplies. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
This is just the spending money you currently have on you.
Gotcha.
Don't you have a thing that you can spend effort?
Yeah, I'm thinking about if I want to do that. Probably. Okay, yeah. Let's do it. Let's use my lucky to spend 2 effort to succeed.
Okay. You're watching the spinning of the wheels, and you're just let me do that again. Judging based on the sound you're hearing, the clicks and the whistles and the motions of the way the wheels are going, you're definitely convinced that this is a very, very intricate clockwork system. You will have to be holding the magnet just right to do it. You're going to have to place it at certain places while at certain points, and it's going to be very fast because, like, you're doing a timing thing, and you watch as the first one stops, the second one stops, the third one stops. You only have like milliseconds between these things, so you're going to have to pop at the right moment while watching it, and it will stop on you what you're wanting it to do. You also could theoretically like slow down the wheels maybe a little bit based on where you place the magnet. The trick about this is you're going to have to be doing it, and you're going to have to be doing it inconspicuously. Now you do have a lookout in Lark, who can tell you when like the pit bosses and the security are not watching you, but it's definitely going to be coming down to timing to get it to be able to do this right, so you increase the odds of your winning.
Okay.
So what do you want to do? You got 8 rolls left.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's try again with the magnet.
Okay. So you're gonna have, and you're having Lark be a lookout, basically.
Yep,
Okay.
that's right. Yeah, tell me if the coast is clear.
Okay, so Lark, I'm going to need you to make a perception check. This is a lookout check. Then Dreezy, I'm going to need you to make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
I'm going to say that for Lark, you just have to roll a 5. For Dreezy, it depends on your number depends on whether or not Lark succeeds.
Is this like a perception roll again?
Yes, this is a perception roll. This is you're watching the security and the pit people.
Oh.
Oof.
I'm overwhelmed. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of machines lighting up, making noise. Just
Okay.
a lot of stimulus.
So, Dreezy, this stealth check you're going to be making is going to be a 4.
How about a 1?
Nice.
Nice.
Hell
Natty one,
yeah.
baby.
Well, while Lark is
Sleight of hand master.
while Lark is definitely overstimulated and having a hard time concentrating, you're keeping an eye on that security guard over there. You're watching, you're waiting. Their back is turned. You hit the crank really quick and you use the magnet. This is going to be increasing your chances. So, roll your D100. If you roll a 50, you win your money back. If you roll a 70 or higher, you get a very good score. If you roll a 90 to 100, you hit the jackpot.
Okay.
One.
Yeah, sorry, I
DF?
don't know what that is.
Well,
Yeah. I clicked something on accident.
No worry.
Weird.
59.
59. It does pop, cherry. A little bit of coins come back. You do get back the coins you just made. You're like, oh,
Wow.
you can do it.
All right. I'm on a roll now. I'm trying to win that jackpot, though.
Lark, Dreezy's getting ready to make another check. Go ahead and roll again. This is another perception check. Same thing, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Hell
you
yeah.
go.
Nice.
Dreezy's first win actually makes you feel a little more focused, and you're watching the security guard, watching the pit boss, waiting for that moment where their back is turned. You nod over to Dreezy. Dreezy, this is going to be another stealth check from you. Your DC has gone down to 5.
Ooh, 8.
Still make your roll.
Oh.
Still make your D100. You still got the same odds.
94.
94.
Oh, baby.
You reach over, holding the magnet. You're trying to aim it and time it just right. Bing, bing, bing. 3 bars. Lights go off. Flashing everywhere. A bunch of coins comes pouring out from the slots. And you're like, you're having to hold out your shirt trying to catch them. There's at least 100 or more coins spilling out from the slots. Zolos, you and Dr. Bloom would be able to hear this loud pitch roar of celebration from the slot machine itself and people around, and you both would look over to see Boomy there trying to hold their shirt out, catching all of these coins. You would also see the 2 very large security guards coming up behind your goblin friend. This is basically, imagine the dudes from Lilo and Stitch in the suits. Big, broad chest, broad arms, tiny heads. They are kind of gray-skinned looking creatures that look like a cross between a orc and a rhinoceros. Imagine the what's it called? The cops from Doctor Who, the rhino cops from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what they look like. And Dreezy, you're just catching all of these coins. Lark, you would see these 2 men approaching, and then each of them plant a hand on Dreezy's shoulder.
Thank you so much. I'll take a bucket or a bag or whatever you have. This is wonderful. I've never won anything in my life.
How very wonderful for you, sir. Perhaps you would like to come this way, and we'll assist you with your winnings.
That's great. Oh, when I turn around, I'll try to slip the magnet into my pocket so they don't see it.
Okay. Make me another stealth check.
How to help you? I want to help you. I don't know how.
Oh. I'm not there. Take it.
One of them does.
You can describe
produce...
a combo move.
Yeah, there are combo moves.
Oh.
Have they spotted me?
Well, I mean, you've been standing somewhat close by,
Yeah.
but not like super close by. Give me a deception check. This is you being nonchalant and just kind of pretending to be a part of the crowd instead of a part of all this. You're aiming probably, I think, for a 6 because the focus is mostly on Boomy.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if my vocal mimicry would be helpful in this. It's for deception performance roles, but...
Yeah, that's for something if you're trying to mimic something.
Yeah.
This is more you're
Okay.
being nonchalant.
Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Okay. And then you said a difficulty of 6?
That's difficulty of 6.
Ugh!
Yeah, you do feel a hand clamp on your shoulder as well. There's a third rhino person staring down at you and says, I'm going to need you to come with me as well. But the grip on your shoulders says, like, it's not a request. While that's going on, Boomy, one of the two just kind of roughly shoves this bucket underneath your shirt and kind of forces the coins to drop down in them. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's so great. This is like the most gold I've ever seen in my life. Thank you guys so much for the assistance and everything. And like while I'm saying that, I'm like putting the magnet in my back pocket.
Yeah, did you roll your stealth check?
No,
I interrupted it because I was going to try and see if I could
Gotcha.
walk past nonchalantly and grab the magnet from him,
Gotcha.
but...
Okay, yeah, so no, that ain't going to happen, so go ahead and roll that
No.
stealth check.
Oh!
Ow.
Yeah,
Oof.
you're trying to palm it underneath and slide it into your pocket, but the dude that isn't holding on to you grabs your wrist that's holding the magnet and kind of twists. The pain of that is sharp enough that you do drop the magnet, but don't forget when you fail these rolls, you are gaining back your effort.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I gained effort back for the last one I failed, so I do have enough to use my lucky again. Should I?
Yeah?
I probably
Please.
better not get caught, right? Okay, that puts me down to 0 effort though. But
If I
that's
knew
fine.
how to use my effort to be able to help you, I would. However, unless you want me to throw energy bolts at these guys, I probably can't.
Like tempting.
I mean, you could do that and run away, but no, I'm just still trying to be sneaky. Yeah, so I'm gonna choose to succeed here. He didn't see me put it in my pocket.
Okay, he did not
They're
see
not the
you put in
droids you're looking
Just
for.
normal casino patron.
Now, did you have the 2 effort before you made that roll? Can't
Before
hear
the 10, yeah, he got it back from the
Got it.
the
Yeah,
previous
from
failure.
the, on the last stealth
Then
roll.
yes, yeah,
I just didn't put it on my thing, and then I looked over and I was like, oh yeah, I should have one more.
Okay, yeah, then absolutely. So you are able to slip it into your pocket before the security officer sees you. However, they are both holding on to you pretty tightly, and they're more force guiding than anything else, the two of you away from the slot machine and towards one of the back doors. Zolos, you and Dr. Bloom would see this happening. Now, as that's happening,
Thanks, gentlemen, but I'm not exactly finished gambling. What are we doing here?
yeah, they say nothing to you. They're just more force guiding you at this point. But Zolos, Dr. Bloom, you watch this happen, and as that happens, a drink is placed down next to you. You can't help but notice that underneath the drink coaster, there is a small scrap of paper that has been placed underneath it.
Oh, yeah. He'll pick up his drink and kind of like, palm the little note.
Okay, you absolutely can. And are you going to read it out here? Or are you going to slip it into your pocket for later?
He'll slip it into his pocket.
Okay. You can see the two of your friends being escorted to a back door, just a door to a back area of the casino. The doors are being pushed open, and they are being led inside.
What's happening?
Suppose we should go that direction.
Yep.
Might have to... God, I hope we don't have to fight their way out of this. That's going to be bad. Let's just go check it out. He'd motion for Skarn, get their attention, and have them come with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Skarn's just kind of following along.
Yeah.
Well,
Start walking towards that direction and not burst in, obviously. But we're just going to see what happened.
Well, so here's the deal. They are being led to a set of double doors. The doors have been opened. You can see the two of you, a long hallway, a corridor. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the interior of a casino before. If you've watched Ocean's 11, you've seen it. It's just usually a brightly lit hallway. There's doors every so often that are labeled. It's just the back office. The doors are open. You can see that Boomy and Lark. Is there anything either of you want to attempt before they lead you past these doors?
I don't know if I can. I'm meek, and they're an authority figure, so I don't know.
Well, you can roll.
I have to
if you
roll
want
to
to
check
roll
if I
your
can.
meek.
And I think with meek, do I have to? Is it a 12?
It is a D12.
Yes, 12. Okay.
For the intimidation, how intimidated would you say you are by these?
I've never stolen anything in my life, so this is big fear.
So I feel like a 4 is valid.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yes, 12.
I also roll my anarchist trait.
Oh no.
Yep. They are an authority
When
figure.
an authoritative
Yeah.
figure, a guard, government official, etc., gives me a command.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're not really commanding as far as more forcing you, but you can absolutely roll your anarchist to see whether or not that triggers you. I feel like in this situation, a 4 is valid.
Yeah, I say nothing. Big ol' nothing.
Big ol' nothing.
Yeah, I have nothing to say. I'm trying not to pee my pants again. Once was enough for today, I think. I hope.
Okay, yeah, he's resisting. He's like, come on, gentlemen, I don't need to go back here. This is your private area. I'll stay on the gambling floor.
Yeah. But despite your protest, they're essentially picking you up and lifting you and dragging you along with them. This is not gentle, to say the least. Zolos and Dr. Bloom, you're a little ways away from them. They're passing through the door right now. If you hurry, you might be able to get to those doors before they close. I need athletics checks from the both of you. These are hurry checks, trying to not only get there quickly, but weave your way around people to do it, because it is a full casino. So, if you have anything that might help you navigating around people or closing distances, go ahead and say so now. Otherwise, you're rolling d10s, and you got to get at least a 5 on this one.
So I have 2 questions.
Yes.
Because my leg is paralyzed,
Oh,
does
shit.
that...
Yes, thank you for reminding me of that.
So that's one.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have wings and can fly. Is there enough space for me to go... Woof?
So the answer is yes, technically there is. It would be very, very obvious. You're in a brightly lit area with tons and tons of people. So you would be seen by virtually everybody in this area.
Yeah.
So could you? Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at Zolos. How...
I mean,
So yeah.
with him being good at, like, you know, wrestling and maneuvering like that, would he be able to, like, kind of like move through people
It depends
fairly
on
quickly?
how
Or...
that would do it if you're
Ugh.
wanting to get physical about it.
No, yeah, we'll just go with the 10. We won't. He's just trying to, like, get there. He doesn't want to
Okay, so
cause more trouble.
So yeah, Dr. Bloom, I'm just going to say, since your leg is paralyzed and you're not willing to fly to do it, this is not going to be a roll for you. You don't have a chance of getting to that door.
What's my
Fair
difficulty?
enough.
Your difficulty, Zolos, is a 5.
Oof. No.
Yep.
Hodor can't hold the door.
Nope.
Alas.
You're trying to hurry, and unfortunately, you get stuck behind a gigantic group of Belgium investors who are all just singing and dancing and drinking beer and going from one area to another. And you're like trying to get sir, excuse me, I got it. And no, they're just all in your way, and you're unable to get to the door. The 2 of your friends have been taken into the back room, and the door has closed.
And I assume, is there people standing in front of it? Or...
Yeah, there is a security guard near that door that they just walked through. Not the 3 that took them. Somebody else. Somebody just positioned there, and who's been positioned there this whole time.
Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna make a fuss of it just yet. I guess could Skarn help almost, bodyguard this shit with the doc and carry them in their arms to get over to us?
Yeah, I'd say that Skarn would help Dr. Bloom, and they've caught up to you by now. But you still got some space between you and the door. Like, you're not right there. You kind of got held up, and you're like half the distance.
Yeah, I guess once they get up to Zolos would just inquire with the security guard, "Hey, what happened with the little individuals that got taken in the back? That was pretty exciting. Are we in danger here? Is there anything we need to be concerned about?"
The security guard, this individual is tall and hulking. It looks kind of like a troll. Long arms, long legs. It's quite a bit taller than the door itself. They would have to absolutely hunker down to get behind it. But it is hunched over a little bit as you ask this question. And the security guard just looks at you and gives you a dark scowl as they say, "I don't believe that is any of your concern, sir. Are you what's the word I'm looking for? I just blanked on it. Are you
Patron?
Guest?
Guest?
Guest, yes, thank you. Are you a guest at this hotel?"
Well, we're enjoying the festivities. He's got his drink. We were just enjoying things, and then we saw the kerfuffle. I just wanted to make sure we're okay. He's totally playing up the Karen side of his personality. I just want to make sure there's no trouble here. My friends and I, we want to make sure we're safe.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make another persuasion check here. This is a very high DC. You need to roll a 2.
Nothing to assist.
Nope, that's the right. Oh, it's just off. 3.
Oh.
The security guard tells you, "It's none of your concern, sir. Perhaps you should return to your enjoying the..." Oh, God damn it, I'm just having a bad day
Your
with
drinks.
English today. Yes. Perhaps you might like to return to your drinks and your enjoyment of our facility and leave security matters to us.
Well, I feel safer just knowing you're around. And he's just gonna kind of playfully bad at him. He goes, "You keep up the good work." And he's just gonna turn around, just hide his face in his drink, just thinking in his head, "Fuck, the little people are gone." And then just go meet up with Skarn and the doc as they're coming up. He's like, "Yeah, they were taken. I don't know what happened, because, old troll face back here ain't gonna tell me." But it did not look good.
And we can't spot another... I guess there wouldn't be a way of spotting any other avenues to sneak in.
I mean, there are similar double doors throughout the hotel, or throughout the casino if you were to walk around and look. They are similarly guarded by security.
Yeah.
I mean, as a casino, there's a lot of security pretty much everywhere. Watching the gaming floor, watching the patrons, watching the ins and outs.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I think that would be a bad idea for us to try and break in at the moment, unless we could find a surefire way to do it. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but I stand out.
A touch, yeah. I'm trying to think if it would be beneficial to go to another security entrance and try to sneak in there in case they haven't communicated what, if they're looking for, be on the lookout for this dashing blue figure here. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I'll keep chatting everybody up that I can, but I have a feeling, it's going to take all I'm worth. And I have a feeling after a while, they're going to start more than politely telling me to go away.
Yeah, that won't be helpful. I don't know how to get...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't know how we could get all of us in, but I suppose me and Skarn could go to the door saying that there's a medical emergency inside that has to be dealt with quietly. Could try, but yeah, I don't know. No.
Skarn, what do you think?
Skarn will say that would a limping person show up to help somebody else with a medical emergency?
That's fair.
God damn you, Skarn, with your logic. Mind me to yell at nobody next time.
Stone person
I was gonna
logic.
say that Skarn is my assistant.
You're like, nobody?
I'm elderly.
What the hell were you thinking when you used logic
know-
to
you
defeat
know what
our
to say.
simple arguments?
And that's a rock fact.
Okay, we're gonna turn our attention to Boomy and Lark as the other two kind of sit there and contemplate what their options are. Boomy and Lark, the two of you are led down a hallway. You are separated. One of Lark, you would see Boomy led into one room after about 5 minutes of walking down a hall that kind of twists and turns a little bit. You can see as you're passing this door that inside it's bare, except for a table and 2 chairs. The door is closed, and you are led into another room, about 4 doors down from the one Boomy was placed into. You are then, both of you, very roughly searched. But I will allow each of you to attempt to hide one item that you possess in your inventory during this search. You each need to roll a stealth check for this.
Anything?
You need to
Okay, I
tell
guess I'm hiding the magnet. That's kind of the.
Is that the
the
thing
murder
you're
weapon right
choosing to
now.
hide?
Hide it in your old prison
that
wallet.
makes sense. Yeah, if I have to.
I mean, I'm just asking. You have a
I'd
handful
like
of
to
things
think
on you.
Maybe it's so powerful, Booby's just walking by something, all of a sudden his ass sticks to the wall. What's going on, Booby?
That would be funny.
Okay. Boomy, since you are hiding the magnet, if that's what you're going with, you did hide it once before. You successfully palmed it into your bag, so I'm gonna give you a slightly lower DC on this. But this is also a very thorough search. So you are going to have to roll a 4. While you're doing that, Lark, are you attempting to keep anything hidden on you?
I don't think I have anything.
Boom, got it.
Nice.
Well, you
Don't
have
say
I don't know what all the hubbub's about. I'm just a normal patron doing some gambling.
Oh, could you not hear me?
No, I did hear you, Lark. You said you're not sure if you have anything. You would have like your dagger, items
Well, that's
you're
what I was gonna
carrying
say.
off
I have
weapons,
I have my club.
Mm-hmm.
I have the basic armor
Mm-hmm.
from. I've got my crossbow and my short sword, which is long for me. But all of those are like readily visible on me at all times. They're not
Fair.
hidden. So like, I don't think I have anything worth hiding.
Do you have like thieves' tools or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then no worries.
Yeah, that's
don't
not
need to
the
worry
kind
about.
of sneak I have. The sneak is to
Okay.
is me being small and shadowy.
Fair enough. Well, then, yeah, you would not need to make this roll. Boomy, you are able to successfully keep the magnet hidden in some place that this very thorough
No one would
search-
ever
Yeah.
think to look.
Yeah. How you do it is, we'll leave that to your imagination, buddy, but you do manage to keep it hidden. However, you've got like Molotov cocktails on you and your teleportation device and things of that nature on you. All of your tinkering stuff, all of your tools, and all of these things
This is an alien casino. Come on, it's not nothing.
What's that?
I said, this is an alien casino. Everybody's got weird stuff on them. Come on.
Certainly, they do. But all of these things are confiscated regardless. As is all of the coins that you had just collected.
Oh, man.
You are then told to sit down in that chair right there. One of the guards takes away all of your possessions. The other remains.
Why you guys gotta give a Gabo a hard time?
Does he have to make
I'm just
another
sitting here trying to
anarchist
have
roll
fun.
to see if he'll sit down in the chair? He was given a direct order.
Oh, that's true, you do.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Let's do it.
This is happening as the guy is leaving with all of your stuff. And a few moments later, like, knock, knock, knock on Lark's door. You have also been relieved of all of your items. They've been placed into a cardboard box. And at the knock of the door, you see the guard that's in your room pick up the box, open the door, and pass it through to another guard.
Okay. I just realized amongst my things that would be on me are the letters I've been writing home to my family.
Oh, yeah, they'd be confiscated too.
Yeah. So, I'm going to roll against my meekness to see if I can speak up to be like, can I please keep my letters to my family, please?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And while that's happening, Dreezy, what was your anarchy result?
I rolled a 9.
So does that mean
So that means I have to resist, yeah.
You have to resist, yeah. So you have been ordered to go sit in the chair.
I'm like,
What's my
make
difficulty?
me, you big oaf.
Your
Those are
meekness, your meekness, I think, is going to be a 5.
5. I'm able to speak up. I just kind of look at them with my big eyes and be like, oh, but those are my letters for my family. Can I please keep them, please? Or can you make sure to keep them safe, please? I need to send them home to my family.
The security guard says all of your things will be taken care of.
Thank you.
And then they
just gonna
shut the door.
I'm just gonna sit there. And be sad.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And I feel like this is an excellent place to end things for this evening. We have 2 of our heroes under arrest by casino security.
Damn it.
One of them is lame. Next session is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this. I wasn't
If
planning.
nobody's back next week, oh man, what are they walking into?
Yeah, we'll find
I
out.
don't even.
What, they didn't see it. They don't have any dirt on me. Come on, are there security cameras?
Well, I will tell you this. They did see you fiddling with something and then get a jackpot. But they have not found the item that's on you.
And if they read my letters, they're gonna know that you've blown me up. So
That's not a character flaw.
I'm just gonna tell them it's just part of my good luck ritual. I rub the machine down. I say, come on, pretty baby, give me that jackpot. Ooh.
And we'll find out what happens next in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to seeing those rolls. It's going to be a lot of fun.
oh
Well.
man.
Well done, everybody. I guess. Under arrest by casino security, injured, still haven't found the guy you're looking for, and although you do have a note about that, which we'll talk about later. So, hey,
Bananas.
at least you haven't died yet.
Oh no.
There's always Is that?
Yeah, there's always that.
If the effort could stack past our max, I would have gone from having 0 effort to like 8, maybe 9 effort. That was bananas.
Yeah. Well, thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. Come back in 2 weeks to find out what happens to our heroes. I don't even know. It's going to be great.
Wild.
Well, let's go ahead and go around the table and have everyone tell us where they are or who they are and where we could. God, I am so tongue-tied today. I don't know why. I'm going to do that one more time. Let's go around the table now and have everybody tell us who they are and where we can find them on the internet. And Dr. Ezra, unfortunately, you never got a chance to use your Random Rhapsody coin, but you get to tell us who you are first.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nico. I play your currently very injured Owland Dr. Ezra Bloom. You can find me on the internet at Static Blue Stray. Thank you for having me. Hopefully, I figure this shit out.
Coins, why don't you go next?
Hey, I'm Dreezy Boomy. My name's Coins in real life. If you want to find me on the internet, X, Blue Sky, Discord, Instagram, it's all at Devil Fetish. Hit me up.
Right on. Alyssa, you're next.
Hi, my name's Alyssa. I can be found primarily on Instagram at Alyssa Crochets, where you can see all of the little nerdy dolls and shit that I've made.
It's all awesome.
And shit that I've made.
Made. Joe, you're next.
My stuff and shit.
Well, I am Zolos Vohnagath here on the Æther-Shanties, and on Wednesday I am Corwin Oliver Goodwood. And Strahd just helped us? Yeah. Well, he stopped we may have killed her and the zombies that attacked the town, but he stopped the vampire woman and pretty much told her to get the fuck out.
Yeah, there's definitely no ulterior motive to that whatsoever.
Well,
No.
I think he still has eyes for Irina, and I know he wants us to come to dinner, which that obviously is a great idea. Let's go to Castle von Zonverevid. Yeah, that's great. Let's go to the fucking den of the fucking vampire. But yeah, so it's gonna be fun. Come Wednesday, watch us 6 to 9. We haven't died yet, and we're at what, level 7 now? Yeah, we haven't died yet.
Mm-hmm.
Title of your sex tape right there. Every Curse of Strahd campaign. That's we haven't died yet. That's what you want to hear. And I'm Blood for Stone on Twitter.
God. Well, as always, I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master here on the network. You can always find me every Monday and Wednesday running these campaigns. You can occasionally find me on other channels. If you want to find those other channels, go check out my socials, and you can always find me talking about them there. Well, on behalf of everyone here in the Wayfarers crew and everyone within Random Rhapsody, I just want to say, thank you, folks. It's been a delight. So long, good luck, and until next time, may the winds of Aether fill your sails. And good night.
Night.